What's up, everybody, man? What's going on? TFN here. Aries Spears is going outside, people. I am here to say what's going on right now between Aries Spears and Vlad is crazy work. If you guys don't know, to keep you guys in speed, to get you guys updated, Aries Spears recently hit up Vlad and said, "Hey, man, I need a raise, Vlad. You paying Boosie $25,000? If you paying him $25,000, I know you got it in the bank. Pocket watching, man. Pocket watching is at an all-time high, people." So Aries Spears hit up Vlad and said, "Hey, man, we need to look at the numbers, bro. I feel like I deserve a raise." More importantly, it's not even that he's putting big numbers. Aries Spears' main argument is saying that, hey, after everybody that used to be on this show, man, I am the last one standing. Yes, I may not produce the views that you're looking for, Vlad, but at the end of the day, my presence is value in that. Some might say, well, he do got a point. Some might say, well, bro, the numbers got to make sense. I can't keep overpaying you if the numbers are not matching, if you're not meeting the requirement views for me to give you that pay bump. So Aries Spears hit up Vlad and let him know that he wants to talk. And Vlad said, fine, I'm going to clear my schedule. We're going to look at the numbers. I'll let you know. So Vlad made some time, hit up Aries Spears, and Aries Spears ghosted him, did not answer. So the next day, Vlad hit up Aries Spears again and said, hey, man, I want us to talk about these numbers. I want to show you the numbers that you are so pushing me about as far as you trying to get a raise. Aries Spears just vaguely replied at some point. It's like, bro, I'm taking this serious. You don't seem like you're taking this serious, Aries. So Vlad got upset and said, man, forget this, Aries. I am done with you. Forget you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want you on my show. Vlad lost it, man. Vlad completely lost it and said, Aries, I do not want to do any show with you, my boy. Okay, you playing games with me. You hitting me up saying, oh, this is important to you. I'm making the time to try to give you all of the clarity that you so desperately wanted. And now that I have the time for you telling me at some point, like, what do you mean? What is this? You know? So Vlad is tired of this, man. Vlad is tired of this. And Vlad revealed that he was paying him about $4,000. You know, that's pretty good. $4,000 is pretty good. And which again, to Vlad defense, 300,000 to 500,000 views, give or take, that's about $4,000 to $5,000. You know, that's about 4 to 5 bands. So he's not robbing him. You know, yes, Vlad is gonna make some money as far as the backhand, but when it's all said and done, Vlad is not robbing this man at all. Vlad is not robbing him. Now the internet has completely flipped on Aries Spears. Of course, we know Vlad is not the most loved individuals. You know, we have people who have gone above and beyond to say Vlad is the feds, Vlad is the police. How could people rock with Vlad? And all of this stipulations, that's something that Vlad comes with, you know. But over the years, he has found a way to handle that pressure well. You know, we got people who go on Vlad. You know, he got core supporters. He got people that rock with Vlad. But as far as the name of VladTV, people always associate VladTV with the feds, man. Don't go on Vlad. She's going to ask you some incriminating questions, which is not fair on Vlad's part, because at the end of the day, he's not making you answer this question. He's asking you the question. Yes, maybe, you know, when they do their pre-show, he could probably say, hey, I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you this. Maybe when they're doing the pre-show, whoever the rapper or individual is should say, hey, don't ask me that. That's incriminating. Where are the voice of these people? You know, where's the accountability? Where's the ownership? You know, to where it's like, I'm pretty sure when you guys get to the show, that is not just going to say, hey, hot seat. I'm going to just ask. Nah, it's a script. It's going to tell you all the topics. You guys are going to go over. You're going to sign your contract, so forth and so on. So you guys are going to pre-plan, be like, hey, this is what I'm going to ask you. This is what I'm not going to ask you. So during that process, while these rappers are not saying, hey, that's incriminating, Vlad. Do not ask me about this open case that I still have going on. Do not ask me about this case that I'm almost about to be, or whatever the case may be. Do not ask me about this case that the feds might be looking at me as a suspect. These are things that rappers should take accountability of and bring to the forefront. But of course, Vlad have always taken that heat, and he has handled that pretty well over the years. So now we got Vlad talking about the situation when it comes to Aries, letting his voice be known, man. But like, hey, Aries, I've had it with you. I'm not going back and forth with you. You're not Boosie. You stay trying to pocket watch Boosie, but you don't produce the numbers like Boosie. Let's take a listen to what Vlad had to say about this situation right here.
Aries Spears, who's doing better than he ever has, who's making more money than he's ever made in his whole career, and he's still jealous as over Boosie. He's jealous of another man because he's making more money on a platform than him, even though he's making way more money ever. And it clouds his judgment so bad that he wants to crash out. He doesn't even want to have a conversation. He thinks that these stupid comments justify his position. So I said, yo, I'm done. Him. He's not welcome to the platform anymore. I don't give a
No more makeup?
Yeah, no more makeup. I'm sorry, Candace. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
She's a sweetheart too, man. Candace is so great. I kind of feel bad that we're not going to hire her every month to do, Aries makeup. And I said, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore because Aries was making after expenses about half the profit. And I said, yo, I could get in front of the camera myself and make that.
Now, you guys heard what Vlad had to say. Now, that response from Vlad, that absolutely went viral, people. That went viral, man. Vlad made good money off of that. Now, we got Aries Spears who was forced to respond, man. Vlad is bombing on you. Vlad is going in on you. Vlad is calling you pocket watcher, calling you envious. Vlad was going in on Aries Spears, man, which forced Aries Spears to come out and speak out against this situation right here. Crazy work, man. Never seen it. Never seen this much support for Vlad, man. People are saying Vlad is doing the right thing. How could Aries Spears, of all people, have the audacity to ask for more money? Without VladTV, there's no Aries Spears. People are even going to the flags to say that he fell off. He's not making movies. Without VladTV, there won't be no Aries Spears. People are taking shots at this guy, man. Aries Spears took it to the socials, man, which for the life of me, I cannot understand why this man has a podcast, people. He has a whole show that he could take his response on his show and monetize that for more gain and value. But nah, he took it to Instagram. He took it to the socials to give his response for free. Yes, Instagram pay, but come on. You want that YouTube revenue. You want that YouTube money. You want that YouTube revenue, people. Which I can understand it. I'm like, Aries, you could have taken this on your show, on your platform, man. Respond on there. People are going to come. People are going to watch. Half of the people that's going to watch, a lot of them might subscribe to you. Simply because it's like some people still going to rock with you, man. There are people who are still rocking with Aries Spears. Don't get it messed up now. But the mass majority of the support is coming for Vlad, man. Which is crazy. Trust me. Everybody that's coming to watch your response, you're going to get some subscribers now. People that don't like you, they're watching your videos, there's still money in your pocket, Aries Spears. So why didn't you just take your response on your own show? I can understand this. Aries Spears took it to social media in response, man. Let's take a listen to what Aries Spears has to say, man. Crazy work, people. Crazy work.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. Listen, man, I said I wasn't going to address this because I didn't feel like I really needed to. But I'm going to address it because the warrior-like spirit in me that's an Aries, because that's my zodiac, is fighting it. But I'm going to try to be a gentleman about it as much as I can. Apparently, Vlad decided to do an interview where he's taking shots at me and throwing me under the bus. And let me just say for the record, Vlad, you are a coward, a narcissist, and a hypocrite. Because I didn't even really watch the whole video, because what turned me off immediately was he started out by saying, "We not friends." You said to me in my face on multiple occasions that we are friends. But now all of a sudden, because I asked you for a bump in pay and that pissed you off, we're not friends? So which is it? Tell the truth. And let me give you all a little bit of backstory. So basically I called Vlad and said, look, I feel like I want a little bit of bump in pay because I know my value. You once had Lord Jamar, Godfrey, Tony Yayo, Boozy, and me, all of which many times people said were your best guests. Who's the only one left? Me. Godfrey left, Jamar left, Yayo left, and Boozy left. I'm the last one standing. And when people go, yo, I watched the show because of you.
But yeah, people, that was Aries Spears' response, man. And the biggest point that Aries is failing to understand is Vlad was willing to have this conversation with him. Vlad was willing to sit down, show him the numbers. Possibly, if you ask me, Vlad was probably going to give him a bump. After Vlad already said he gave him a bump already. He was probably making maybe about 3K. Vlad said, no, I'm going to give you an extra 1,000. Now he's making 4K. So Vlad was probably willing to give him an extra K to where he's making 5 bands. So at bare minimum, he's getting paid what he's producing. Vlad is going to make the backhand as far as each and every month is still going to be making money from those videos and whatnot. So Vlad is going to still make a little bit of profit. Not as much, but it's still going to be making a little bit of profit because his videos are on there for life at this point. Because, whenever this guy's going Vlad, they do sign a release form to say, hey, I can license this video however I want. I can promote this video however I want. I can put it on whatever platform however I want. So essentially, once you do a video with VladTV, that footage is Vlad. Okay, he paid you for the footage already. You're going about your business. So yes, in the long sense form, Vlad is still going to be making money from these videos. Okay, but it's just giving Aries Spears his initial commission, what he actually earned, which is that 5,000. Well, he's making 4,000. If you ask me, Vlad was probably going to give him a bump, give him an extra 1,000. Now he's making 5,000 at best. Okay. But of course, he ghosted Vlad, and that really got Vlad upset. To where it's like, I made time for this guy. This guy was pressuring me. I was out with my kids, with my family, having fun time, man, having a family time. Here come Aries Spears. Hey, man, we need to talk about the numbers. Vlad said, all right, I'm gonna make some time for you. He made some time for him, hit him up, ghosted him, hit him up the next day, and bro was like, yeah, at some point. It's like, what is this? This is business, people. This is business at the end of the day, man. So right now, this situation got everybody looking at Aries Spears sideways, and most people are saying he fumbled the bag, man, because no other platform is going to be paying you for an interview. And when it's all said and done, let's be honest, man, VladTV is one of the rare platforms that actually pay people for their interviews. Adam do pay. It depends on who it is. Maybe if it's a rapper or some sort, allegedly Ben 10 is trying to get an interview with Adam. Probably Adam is going to pay for that. But as far as like a regular guest that just come on the show, no, Adam is not really paying. Then certainly when it comes to academics has went on the record to say, hey, man, I am not the platform that pay you, man. Okay? He even made a joke. Whenever people say they want to get compensated, he said, yeah, man, hold on. Let me call Vlad for you. I know somebody who's willing to pay you. All right. If you have an interesting story, you have a story you got to tell, let me call Vlad for you. Okay. Akers went on the record to say that. I do not pay people for interviews, man. All right. If you want to sit down with me, it has to be mutual. Okay. That's his business model. Obviously, Ak run a different business model. He do live streams. He do breakdown of music. He do his own show. 90% of Ak media is him. Okay. Yes, he does employ different people that run different things, the chat people, people that run his Instagram. Even at that too, he still have a strong post when it comes to that. But Vlad's business model revolve around talking to people, getting their side of the story, which is entertaining content. Not gonna lie, it's still entertaining, but that's just his business model. Okay. He pay you, sit down, talk about current events, get your opinion, put that to the people, and it's getting views. That has been Vlad's business model from the beginning. So there's nothing wrong with that business plan. Why would he stray away from him? But now it's like people are trying to pocket watch Vlad, hold him up for ransom, and Vlad is not going for it, man. Vlad is not going for it. But I want you guys to take this down to the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this right here. Do you feel like Vlad is fair to Aries Spears? Or do you feel like Aries Spears saying, man, I've been in the workshop for too long. I want me a raise, people. You get down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. As always, man, TFN. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I am out.